People say I live in Hades. If you can see the oscillations, sorry. I don't go through that anymore thanks to Western medicine. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's episode, we will be discussing some of my favorite products to use as a Neurospicy person. What that means basically is if you're living with ADHD, autism, and you know what, I'm going to put a picture. You'll get the picture. It basically means that you are neurodiverse or neurodivergent, or you fall on the neurodiversity spectrum. The thing about these conditions is most of them we are born with, and what happens is as you live in a neurotypical world where everyone always has energy, everyone's always smiling, going to work 5 times a week is nothing, and you're not like that. You really struggle with everything really. One of the key components of treatment for these conditions is finding ways to cope with emotional regulation or sensory regulation. And basically that means introducing sensations or sensory stimuli that help. My favorite one, noise cancelling headphones. Okay, I broke these because I put them in my laptop bag, but lucky I fixed them. So these are a must-have. Like if you get on the bus or a plane or anywhere, a busy office, and you have these on and you switch on the noise cancellation feature, your anxiety is at least, I don't want to say halved, but like 30% less anxiety. Another product, one of my favorites. I discovered this shop when I was walking to grab lunch with a co-worker, and it's owned by Checkers, and it's like the Pick and Pay clothing of Checkers, and they have like these 100% cotton clothes. It is I'm wearing the black one. This is a level of comfort I have never experienced. Wool can make me a little bit itchy. Acrylic, polyester, all those materials, nothing compares to 100% cotton. Another one of my favorite products is biltong. It's an easy way to get protein, especially if you don't like cooking. And a packet is 25 Rand. And then if you like the slices, there's a packet for 30 Rand. Yeah, just having biltong in your handbag or available when you wake up in the middle of the night because you're starving. I don't know if that happens to people or just me. It helps, and it's protein, so it's basically guilt-free. Another one of my products, my favorite products, I bought this when I was with Gia and we were just walking around. She was very strict that day. She didn't want us to buy anything, so I could only buy this, and it's 10 Rand. She's now obsessed with it. Not that she'll ever say, Shika, you were right. I like it when you can catch one, but then they die. They make a mess sometimes, but yeah, I grew up on this. This is just the best thing ever. Even the autistic little kids, they love it. Why does it help me? It looks pretty and it's fun, but I also think, I don't know, it's play, it's anxiety relieving. In OT, when kids have autism, there's often a lot of water play or water-based activities, and most neurodiverse people really like sensory stimulating activities. This one is easy, cheap, pretty. You can do it for a minute, you can do it for 10 minutes, you can do it indoors, you can do it outdoors, and it's a great way just to blow off the steam or blow off some steam, especially like, you know, getting an annoying phone call or stress from work, or I don't know, just a little bit of joy in your day-to-day life. Another one of my favorite products. It probably looks so weird. This is a vibrating massager. Is that what they call it? Yeah, we'll put the link in the description, I hope. I got it on Take A Lot, and it massages you, plain and simple. So I don't know if you can see the oscillations. And then you just massage yourself, especially like if you're like me and you tend to have a lot of muscle tension. It's got 3 different settings. It's charged by a type C. It's just a nice thing to have. I usually massage myself when I'm feeling when I'm feeling very angry or very stressed, and it just helps. Also, I have started developing, it's called mouse shoulder. So what that is because I'm now in a corporate job and I'm always using the mouse like this. Either a nerve is impinged or the muscle tissue is really tight. So this is a friend. Also, have an ergonomic workstation. That's just a life tip. Okay, what's next? This is a gift from TikTok. TikTok gave us ashwagandha. We would have never known about ashwagandha had it not been for TikTok. So ashwagandha is really good for sleep quality, anxiety, promotes calmness and clarity, supports energy and vitality. For me, lowers inflammation from stress. And when I take ashwagandha, I actually sleep a lot deeper. I still talk in my sleep, but I sleep a lot deeper and I recover from, like, let's say I have to wake up and go pee. When I come back to bed, I can just continue sleeping. So that's ashwagandha. I think it's great, especially if you're more anxious. One thing I forgot to mention is that when you are in sensory dysregulation or emotional dysregulation, you feel anxious. And that's why autistic people want predictability, they want routine, they like the same things over and over again. It just eliminates anxiety. With the other types of neurodivergence, it differs, but there is a component of not feeling quite in control or quite comfortable in your environment, and things like this help. I'm also on psychiatric medication, so with supplements, anything, guys, anything, you need to speak to your doctor. Yes, this is available over the counter, but you need to speak to your doctor. I'm just telling you my favorite products. Another one of my favorites is slow release magnesium. Comes in a 100 pack. This one contributes to a reduction of fatigue, normal muscle function, maintenance of bones and teeth. I don't know about all of that, but ever since I started taking magnesium, I used to have like moon face from cortisol syndrome or whatever, and I've seen that has improved. In terms of fatigue reduction, I can't really say. I still feel tired, but I read a paper that says most of us need to supplement our magnesium, and magnesium deficiency is actually quite common. But yeah, this helps. Apparently, if you have ADHD, this also helps because it promotes attention. So what I mean by that is, if you have ADHD and you're tired, you won't be able to concentrate. So if you're less tired, you'll be able to concentrate. People online are saying, wow, this thing changed my life. I don't know about changing my life, but I think it helps. It's part of my evening routine. I have one more. No, I'm kidding. I have quite a few more. This is another one of my favorite products. Kia recommended it. You see? I can even give credit where it's due. I guess the one. So, you're supposed to take 3 times a day with meals, and it contains plant extracted compounds that look like insulin, right? So when it gets into your body, you become more sensitive to insulin. Actually, I'm not sure, but basically most of these have either they look like insulin or the one that absorbs the insulin. What do you call it? Insul 2X. Yeah, barberry root extract. So these are the OG, what do you call them? Indigenous medicine plants that have been used for thousands of years to promote blood sugar control. It's great. I don't take it consistently though, because I'm also stubborn and forgetful. but it helps a lot with random hunger pangs. Like me, my blood sugar tends to spike and go up and down like this. So if I'm taking this consistently, that happens a lot less. And to go it, yeah, they're not paying me for sponsorship. I did this. And to Golan extra strength, you get it at Clicks, you get it at Discount, you can order it online. So it's produced by Medical Nutritional Institute. And because so many people are developing type 2 diabetes, I think it's going to be an important way of trying to control our blood sugar. For me, when I was pretty depressed, I don't want to say 6 months ago, but 9 months ago, I had an existential hunger. I ate everything and I would never feel satisfied. Luckily, I went to see the psychiatrist and he found a combination of drugs that's kind of working now. But that's when I bought this and I did see a difference. Right now, guys, please pray for me that I take these things consistently, which is, an executive function problem. But that's our next video. Okay, we watch TV, but I keep the lights off because I'm sensitive to the light. So I live like a vampire. So sometimes the TV's on, and obviously your TV's adjusted for daylight and open curtains. So sometimes when the TV's on at night, I feel like someone is shining the sun into my eyes. I've learned how to lower the brightness. Some people find it very annoying, but it works. And another thing, I probably look insane, but I'm wearing sunglasses as I watch TV because it's like it controls the amount of input and it helps a little bit with the astigmatism. So yeah, guys, these are polarized, I think. What does that even mean? Okay, coming to food. I actually wanted to bring a packet of broccoli, but I think we all know what broccoli is. So with food, I am quite sensitive with food, a very picky eater, and I want things to taste the same. I don't like it when things taste different, which is why I really like broccoli. Broccoli tastes the same. You just steam it. You can fry it, but it tastes the same. It will not disappoint you. Biltong, favorite. I also like brown rice because it's quite crunchy and I enjoy the sensation of like having to chew textured food. I also enjoy fizzy drinks, soft drinks, cold drinky. Host na cold drinky, I'm gonna lose my mind. I went through a Coke Zero phase and then now I'm in a Sprite Zero phase. But our local Checkers is the worst. They just never have stock. Let me not think about that too much. So I think what I enjoy about fizzy drinks, even if they have no sugar, is that the sensation of the carbonation is nice. I think I enjoy it. I don't really like juice. I like hot chocolate. Coffee's okay if it's decaf. I don't like water. Drinking water. Rooibos. If there's nothing else, I'll have rooibos. I will always get a soft drink, a cold drink. That's me. I need to have a cold drink in the house or a bottle of cold drink in the house, preferably 2 liters. How many liters was I going through? Apparently that's a good omen.
8 a week. No,
8 liters. It was pretty much 8 liters. Yeah. Now I'm down to 4 liters. And yesterday I had a little temptation. So I ordered cream soda, which does have sugar. But I really didn't have a choice because of the local Checkers. Another one of my favorite products, skinny fries and nuggets. Any picky eater likes nuggets. Nuggets are straightforward. They taste the same always. You can have them with tomato sauce or plain. Same with skinny fries. And if I can't get to McDonald's, I'll make it at home if we have. But yeah, just predictable, unchanging textures, reduction of uncontrolled noise. I have a problem where if someone speaks in an accent, a heavy accent, or there's noise in the background, or Kia speaks as I'm watching TV, or a person speaks as I'm watching TV, I cannot really understand. So noise cancelling headphones for sound. I close the shades. People say I live in Hades. I close the shades all the time. I have sun blocking curtains. I don't want light. I'm a picky eater. When it comes to smells, I'm not so sensitive. I prefer textures that are like straightforward and soft and comfy. When I sleep, the softest blanket has to touch my skin, and then the duvet and the mink can go on top. I really hate the sensation of like a heavy scratchy blanket, like a mink, or I don't know, guys. I have a throw. I think it's made from polyester or something. The ones Mr. Price sells, not the polar fleece. So that one can't be the one that's on top. It's the soft, fluffy polar fleece. So another thing that I have found to be very, very helpful, especially as a woman, is to be on birth control, okay? I don't want period pains. And lucky for me, the birth control I'm on, you don't even get a period, okay? That's the life I'm trying to live. No period pains, no period, but there is a placebo week, and you do feel a little bit, what's the word? Low, fatigued. But you know it's coming. Before, when I was living, an untethered life, my periods would rock me. I'd be out of commission for 2-3 days a month, and I don't know, it's just giving low vibrations. So I don't go through that anymore, thanks to Western medicine. Yeah, that's how I sleep. What I can say is that an occupational therapist, who is not me, by the way, a practicing occupational therapist, can be very helpful in kind of teasing out sensations that sensory regulation techniques that help. My one psychologist suggested that I wear a duke. Apparently that's how they used to do it in the I almost said olden days, but yeah, like having something that kind of covers your hair, very organizing. Some people wear socks no matter what, like me. Some people never wear socks. It's all about finding a balance and finding what works for you. So these things are essential to our quality of life. This is why we work, okay? We don't work so people respect us, or so we save up for retirement. We work so we can have what we need, which is sensory regulation. Yeah, that is my 2 cents. In the comments, can you guys tell me what products work for you? What have you found to be very helpful? I wrote on my wish list that I want a walking pad and a weighted blanket. So to the Neurospicy people, can I have your reviews on weighted blankets? I like the idea of a weighted blanket, but I also, after an hour or two, it's exhausting. So let me know. And any other products that make you feel like, oh, I can conquer this world as a Neurospicy person. Guys, have a good one. See you in the next episode.